So in this case, what we're going to do is extend the model in code. Usually, like this doesn't happen too much anymore for us, but long time ago we need to make most of the systems in Spanish. When I started in XAF, was making systems in Spanish, so I needed to inject everything that I use to the model, because right now, if you just started with XAF, or maybe, well, maybe just started, or like maybe 5 years or 7, something like that, the model is working fine. But when I started, the model, if you write one wrong comma, it will break. So it was really difficult at that moment. So what we tried to do at the beginning, when XAF was starting, was to do as much as we can in code. So if there is a new project structure, solution structure, or whatever, we only copy the classes from the file system, we create a new solution, and we paste it there. So that's why I'm kind of used to do almost everything in code and not in the model. So, okay, usually you need to, if you're doing applications in several languages, you actually need to make sure that you display your messages in both languages, right? Or as many languages as you have. So the way to do that is to basically inject them in the model. So for that, I have, what is it? Is, let's see. Well, I will find it from the module, from here. Okay, so let me show you the class. 1 second. Is this one. So basically, there is a way that you can extend your model. We can open this. This is the official documentation. So let's see. So basically, there are several ways that you can extend your model in code. All of them with this model generator update. Model node generator updater is like a really specific name. So there are like a lot of instances of this type of class. So the one that I'm going to show you today is for the model localization node generator. So basically, we implement the generic of that, and then we inherit, and then we have this method, update node. In this method, what we need to do is look for a node that we're looking for. In this case, we're looking for the node myStrings. And if it doesn't exist, we create the node here. And then once we have a node, we can continue adding subnodes. So basically here, I'm just creating a node named myStrings, and to that node, I will add the string hello XAF world. So funny as it is, you don't need to run this code at all. Once you compile, when XAF tries to open the model editor, it will execute this updater. The only thing that you need to do is wire it. So for that, you override this method and add a new instance to all the other updaters that exist within XAF. So if you open the model here, it will execute that code actually, and you will see that the node myStrings is here. So whatever you need to say, message that you want to display to the user, so they are not hard code, you can put them in the updater, and then you can change that in the model if you want, like in the software, like in runtime, basically. So, okay, we have this code. We actually don't even need to execute it. I'm just going to add another node. So you can see that I'm not doing that with the visual editor. I'm doing that in code. So I'm going to add a new one. Is this one that I'm going to get. Let's put it here, and this will be Hola Mundo. Let's add that here also. Okay, so that's it. I'm just going to compile this and open the model editor again. And you will see that without having to add it in the UI, the node will be there. See, now we have Hola Mundo here. So if you create a different version of the model, like in a different language, like Spanish, those values will be copied there, and you can translate it automatically or by hand as you want, basically. So now that we have that, it's like, what do we do with that? Well, I have a little controller for that here, and let me show you the controller first. Here. So for that, what you need to use is actually something called the Caption Helper. So the Caption Helper basically is a utility that will get the right caption from the localization node. So it means that if you are running the Spanish version of the model, it will get the value that's in Spanish. If you're running the English version, you're going to get the value that is in English. So you don't have to do code for that. You just tell it like which node is the parent and then which node is the child, and you will get that text. So let's run this. Let's put the debug point here. Let's see, get node value here. So in this case, we got the value hello from XAF. So the overload that we're using is we pass the parent node, which is my string. Then we pass the node that we want to get and the text that we will show if we cannot find that text in the model. So if we couldn't find this, we will show this instead. But in the end, we found it. So see, hello, Safford. So let's continue. And you will see the toast here. So that's how you basically save your messages in the application model, so you don't have to hard code them basically in the code. And before, like in normal Windows Forms application, you used to use resources, which also is somehow like a compiled way. But this is way better, I would say. Is more versatile, basically. So that's everything for this demo. Javier, back to you.